Greetings of the day to all my dear students and all the viewers. So today, we as a Drishti Academy is back with a proper strategy plan on one of the most important subjects for your board examination, that is English, right? I hope most of the students must have not started their preparations yet for English and you might be waiting for the final hour. So today, let me remind you that we have only 2 complete months along with 20 days left in our hand, right? So let's begin with our strategy plan, and I'm very sure, my dear friends, that it's going to help you a lot in your preparations. So moving on with your quote, right? Don't watch the clock, do what it does. What a clock does, people? It goes on and on. And if you are watching clock, that means you are not working. So stop watching the clock and start working from now on, right? This subject will not require much of your time, people. From your busy schedule, you have to take out 90 minutes per day. For 20 days, it will amount to 30 hours. And in December, you will be having 45 hours. And for January, you will be having again 45 hours. We have time, people. We have a lot of time. So let's make it proper and follow our schedule, right? There is a beautiful saying, you weren't made to fade or hide. You are born to walk with fearless smile. Let failure be your sharpest guide and let your light reach far and wide. So moving on with a step-by-step plan. For the month of November, we have basically 2 books with us. First one is Flamingo and second one is Vistas. So for these 2 books, we have a proper division. This book is termed as English Reader. It's named as English Reader. For prose, we'll be doing The Last Lesson, Lost Spring, Deep Water, right? And from the poetry. So once you are completing the entire prose, turn your NCERT, you will be getting all the poems at the back, right? So from there, we'll be doing My Mother at 66. It's a beautiful poem. Then we have Keeping Quiet. Afterwards, we have one more English literature book that is a supplementary reader. So from that book itself, we have a lot of chapters. In the month of November, we'll be covering the 3rd level and the Tiger King. Alright? Moving on with the writing section. People, I have a few tips that I'll be giving at the end of the video. So make sure that you are continuing the video and watching all the tips and tricks that will be shared to you at the end. Right? So for writing section, we have notice writing. Stick to the word limit, my dear students. You have to finish your notice writing in 50 words approx. Right? Don't exceed your notice and don't add unnecessary information. That's not required. Then we have formal or informal invitation and reply. Right? So for invitation, people, you may be writing invitation for a wedding, or you may be writing a wedding, invitation for school programs, annual programs, inviting all the school's principals, students, teachers, faculty team, all of those. So for invitation, you have to learn how to write the invitation and also how to write a reply to an invitation. We'll be discussing the formats in the further videos. The word limit for invitation and reply, it's also 50 words. This amounts to 4 marks. So you have 2 things. Notice will be there for sure for formal or informal invitation. So you may be given an option by CBSE. And that also amounts to 4 marks, right? Moving on with the next month, that is December. So for the month of December, people, we have for prose from the book Flamingo, The Rat Trap, Indigo, Poets and Pancakes. Alright? For poetry, there is a beautiful poem, A Thing of Beauty is a Joy Forever. So if you are trying to analyze beauty in everything, my dear children, you will be learning a lot from nature itself. It's a beautiful poem and it's as important as for your CBS examination, right? A Roadside Stand is another poem. Then for visitors, so we have supplementary reader. From supplementary reader, we'll be doing Journey to the End of the Earth, then The Enemy. Alright. Moving on to the writing section. So for writing section people, we have application for a job or biodata or resume. It's resume, it's not resume. So try to make your pronunciation clear, right? You have to write the application in 120 to 150 words. That's the word limit for application. Learn how to write an application and learn how to make a resume, because this is going to be quite helpful once you enter your job life, and you have to learn how to frame a resume, how to apply it to an institution, what kind of details it must contain. So all of these things you need to know for the writing section. The amount of marks is 5 marks for application, right? Moving ahead with one more thing, that is letter to the editor. You might have learned how to write letter to the editor in your previous classes. I hope you have read it. So for formal letter, we have giving suggestions or opinion on issues of public interest. CBSE actually specifies or prioritizes those topics that commits to public interest, right? Now what is public interest? Related to public facilities, say for example sanitation, say for example water supply, right? Say for example hygiene, Alright, moving on with January. So for January we have from Flamingo, prose section will be doing The Interview. The Interview is the name of a chapter. Going Places. And from poetry we'll be doing Aunt Jennifer's Tigers. Alright. From visitors, that's the supplementary reader, we have 2 chapters, and in this chapter, like first is On the Face of It, second is Memories of Childhood. So in this particular chapter we have 2 parts of the story. So that is The Cutting of My Long Hair, that's the first part, and the second part is We Too Are Human Beings. So this much is for your visitors, right? For the writing section, for the month, we'll be covering article or report writing, okay? What kind of topics will be asked to you from article or report writing is descriptive and analytical in nature. The word limit, my dear students, is very, very important. Don't make extra words, don't write extra in your question paper. Write when the CBSE has specified the word limit, that means you have to stick to the word limit. And it is 120 to 150 words only, right? So don't exaggerate a lot. We have 5 marks for this, so you may be given options on both of them and you can choose any one of them to write, okay? So that was all for the segregation of chapters as well as topics from grammar, okay? Now, to analyze the question paper is another thing that is required. What kind of questions will be asked to you? What kind of things will be given? So, you have section A, that is reading skills. Okay. Reading skills amounts to 22 marks. That means you will be given 2 different passages. As I have mentioned here, you can see one unseen passage to assess comprehension, interpretation, analysis and inference. Vocabulary assessment will also be assessed via inference. The passage may be factual, descriptive or literary. So this is a passage that will be given to you. Obviously it is going to be an unseen passage. So if it is an unseen passage, you will not be studying it beforehand, right? So for that you need a practice for English. How to read the passage, how to understand it, right? First of all, try to read the questions. Once you have read the questions, then go to the passage and find the answers. That's the correct way of attempting comprehension. Alright, moving on with the second passage, that is another unseen case-based factual passage with verbal or visual inputs like statistical data, charts, etc. So the second passage will be quite of data oriented, right? So you need to learn how to organize the data properly, how to understand the data, say for example whether it's an increase in the final graph or whether it's a decrease, right? Whether it has stayed constant for some period of time, that you need to analyze it, right? It's some touch of mathematics is there in this particular section. Don't worry, it's not going to be very complex. The data will be understood, easily understood by any one of the student. So it's not going to be complex, but yeah, you have to practice. That is for sure. What kind of questions will be asked to you? You will be asked multiple choice questions. You may be asked objective type questions and short answer type questions. People, CBSE has specified the word limit to 40, from 40 to 50 words. So don't exceed your answer. Don't copy the lines from the passage. This is the first and the foremost thing while answering. People actually try to see the passage, copy the entire lines from the passage. No. Try to write the answers in a way that it flows naturally. It must not be copied from the passage. Clear? Moving on to section B, that is creative writing skills. So for creative writing skills, it amounts to 18 marks. And 18 marks is divided in this format. So let's study what is the format first. Notice, as I have said, it is to be written in 50 words. 1 out of 2 given questions, that means you are given a choice, right? It amounts to 4 marks. So for format, you will be given 1 mark. That means if you have written the notice in a proper format, you will be obtaining 1 mark. Then for content, that means what you have written inside the notice, that amounts to 2 marks. And accuracy of spelling and grammar, as I always say, if you are writing proper sentences, then only English will make sense, right? So make sure that you are not making huge errors. Try to make small sentences, not a problem, okay? If you are unable to make huge sentences, because huge sentences require proper coordination of grammar as well as tenses, if you are stuck in framing sentences, try to make short sentences, but it should be grammatically correct. That you need to remember, okay? Moving ahead with formal or informal invitation and reply up to 50 words. Again, you will be given an internal choice in this question. You have to attempt 1 out of 2 given questions, right? Again, it amounts to 4 marks. The same thing is there. Format is of 1 mark, content is of 2 marks, accuracy of spelling and grammar will amount to 1 mark, okay? Moving ahead with letters based on verbal or visual input to be answered in approximately 120 to 150 words. Now, what kind of letter types you will be asked? That's more important, right? You would have learned formal letters, but this time there is something different. What's different? Let's understand. It includes application for a job with biodata or resume. It's a resume, okay? Letters to the editor giving suggestions or opinion on issues of public interest. 1 out of 2 given questions. Again, people, you are given a choice. That's a good thing. So you can choose any one that you are comfortable with, okay? Format will amount to 1 mark. Organization of ideas. See, now this particular thing will actually gain 1 more marks for organization of ideas. That means after one thing, after heading, after date, time, so how you have organized your entire invitation. You must have seen invitations, you must be getting invitations from various people, right? So when you are getting an invitation, you are seeing that there is a proper indentation. Indentation means where the text is placed in a proper page, right? So that is organization of ideas. Now organization is that format. Organization of ideas, that means how you are connecting one thing to another while writing an invitation. That is organization of ideas. So that will again consist of 1 mark, content will be 2 mark, and for accuracy of spelling and grammar, it will be 1 mark. Alright, moving ahead with article or report writing. What kind of questions? Descriptive and analytical. That means some ways you will be explaining, you will be describing the topic. Analytical means you will be analyzing the topic and then writing, right? So these 2 things you have to understand it clearly. Then based on verbal inputs to be answered in 120 to 150 words, 1 out of 2 given questions. Again, people, you are given a internal choice here. So you can choose any one of it. For 5 marks, you have the same thing, format of 1 mark, organization of ideas 1 mark, content 2 marks, accuracy of spelling and grammar will amount to 1 mark, right? So that was from the creative writing skills. Fine. As I said, I'll be giving a few tips and tricks for creative writing. As the name itself suggests, creative. That means you don't have to make, boring sentences, right? It must feel that somebody is reading a good thing. Writing content is a different thing, people. So while writing, make sure that you are connecting one line to another line to another, so that people while reading, they get a flow, right? It must not break, it must not end abruptly. It must have a proper conclusion, right? These things you have to remember while writing. As I've always said, don't make huge sentences. If you are not comfortable with it, not an issue, right? You don't have to be master in English to answer the CBSE English examination. Just try to learn basics of English and then apply it to your paper. That's sufficient, people. Don't worry that it's huge, we do not know English, so how we'll do it, right? You don't have to worry on this. Practice. Practice makes a man perfect. You must have heard this quote, right? So practice. Moving on with section C, that is of literature, textbook and supplementary reading. For literature, people, it's always said, don't read lessons, read stories. So once you are familiar with literature, your answers will flow naturally. Right, your answers will flow just like water. If you have felt the character, if you have felt what the author is trying to convey to you, what the message a poem is trying to give you, if you are understanding that thing, then answers will flow automatically. It's not a ratification subject, okay? So try to feel the subject and then only you'll master this very easily. So moving on with the type of questions that will be asked to you. I have specified number of marks as well as from which book what kind of questions will be asked to you. So this will be easy, like making your preparation easy. Why so? Because you will be given what kind of questions you will be given in the exam. See, 1 poetry extract out of 2 from the book Flamingo, right? 2 essays, comprehension, interpretation, analysis, inference and appreciation. So this will consist of 6 marks. Out of 2 means you have to only answer 1. Clear? Next we have prose extract. Prose means stories, right? Prose extract out of 2 from the book Vistas. 2 essays, comprehension, interpretation, analysis, evaluation and appreciation. This will be of 4 marks. And the next one is prose extract out of the 2. 1 out of the 2 from the book Flamingo, 2 essays, okay. So prose extract will also be there from the book Flamingo. This was from Vistas. That means from both the books you will be asked extract based questions. So you have to read the stories, you don't have any escape ground. Aapko read karni padegi story, so you have to read it, okay. Moving ahead with short answer type questions from prose and poetry from the book Flamingo. So this is a choice to CBSE now, whether it is asking from prose or poetry, that's their choice. To be answered in 40 to 50 words, don't lengthen your answers, people. You will not have sufficient time if you are lengthening your answers excessively, because English is a time consuming paper. So balance your time effectively. That's proper way to attempt any exam paper. A proper time management is very, very essential. Alright. So 5 questions out of the 6 given questions are to be answered. That means any 5 questions you can attempt and you can leave any one question that you might not know. Okay. The amount of marks, it's 2 mark a question, so you will be writing answer up according to 2 marks. Okay. It amounts to total of 10 marks. Moving ahead with the short answer type questions from the book Prose Vistas, to be answered in again 40 to 50 words, and the amount of marks is 2 marks again. You will be given internal choice, that means 2 out of 3 questions. So that's good, people. You can leave any one question that you might not know and move ahead with any 2 questions that you will be knowing. Okay. So that's a good thing that CBSE has done. It has given you choices to leave any one of the question from any of the chapters, but you do not have choice to leave any chapter. Okay, you have to read every chapter thoroughly because we do not know from which chapter which question will be asked to you. Okay, next one long answer type question. Long answer type question, that means the word limit will be longer. It will be 120 to 150 words. The word limit is specified by CBSE people. So don't change the word limits. Don't write answers according to your brain. Write answers according to what CBSE has specified. Okay? Because examiners will be following CBSE answers, CBSE questions and marking scheme. Clear? The question will be having, it may be having incident, theme, passage, extract, event as reference points to assess extrapolation beyond and across the text. That means here in this particular type of question, your interpretation skills will be assessed, right? How can you interpret, how can you connect various characters of the story? CBSE may even ask, if you were there, then what would you have done, right? For open-ended questions, like say for example, if you were a part of this story, if you were this character, then what would you have done? These kind of questions will be asked to you. You may even be writing about a character, you may be explaining about the character, but make sure that you are not copying exact lines from the stories. You may quote a few lines, that's okay. But don't, mug up the story lines and just put it over the answer. No. Make the answer flow very, very naturally. That's the basic thing to score marks in English. Okay? Moving ahead with one long answer type questions based on the chapters from the book Vistas to be answered in again 120 to 150 words. It's the same thing, people. One question will be there from the book Flamingo and another question will be there from the book Vistas. To assess global comprehension and extrapolation beyond the text, questions to provide analytical and evaluative responses. That means you have to analyze it properly. You have to, answer it very, very nicely, including incidents. That means chapter, what the chapter, what happened inside the chapter, what kind of events took place, what was the theme, like the chapter revolved around what theme, right? These type of questions will be asked to you. Now, the type of questions I have mentioned, clear? But this will be having a variety of, questions. Like say for example, for extract based questions, you may even be asked multiple choice questions. You may even be asked objective type questions or short answer type questions and long answer type questions to assess comprehension, interpretation, analysis, evaluation and extrapolation. What do you mean by the term extrapolation? That means going beyond the text. That means what the text is saying, that's fine. But what is your opinion? How do you feel if you were here? Right? Going beyond the text and explaining something is termed as extrapolation. Okay? And beyond the text. Alright. So, this is all about your strategy plan, about my suggestions to you people. While writing the CBSE answer for English, make sure that you are writing in a good handwriting. First thing. Second, writing it properly with proper usage of grammar. Don't make huge sentences, just make smaller sentences if you are comfortable with. And the last but not the least, read the stories carefully. Okay? Now what do you mean by the term carefully? Make sure that you are putting extra care to all the characters. Make sure that you are putting extra care to all the poems that are there, to the message what the poet or the author is trying to convey to the readers. Because that is a very important question, what the message is, right? These kind of questions are framed in the CBSE examination. Clear? For you people, you have to answer 40 marks question without any prior knowledge, right? What question will be asked to you? You do not have a proper content. You just have the topics. That means reading comprehension will be unseen for you. You have to answer it on the basis of your own ability. For writing section, it will also be your own ability, but you can always remember the format, follow the format and write it accordingly. right? So 40 marks is in your hand, 40 marks is from the book, right? This is the segregation of your entire English question paper. So for book purpose, people, don't just read the stories, try to practice writing, try to frame the answers in your own words, okay? Keep practicing, and if you have any doubt anywhere in the English exam strategy, you can post a comment. Definitely we'll be answering and connecting our students to good answers, okay? So I'll be personally answering your comments. If you have any doubt, you can just post a comment and it will be answered very shortly, okay? Now, before wishing you people all the very best for your CBSE board examinations, one thing, people, make spaced revisions, okay? If you are not revising the content, you may forget. Clear? So for proper revision is very, very important for your examination. It's a part of your preparation itself. If you are learning something new, revise it with a good space. Again, review it with a good space, okay? Make sure that you are preparing very effectively for your CBSE board examinations, because from now on, that's the last step in your school life and you'll be moving ahead to your college life and further. So make sure that you are giving your 110% while preparing. Don't leave this, people. Don't leave this. This is going to be very, very crucial for your life, okay? So give your best, people. Drishti family wishes you all the very best. Thank you, bachcho.